Good morning, I'm Nivariti Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Thursday, 29th of August. In this update, former Green MP Darlene Tanner has filed an injunction trying to prevent the party's special general meeting this weekend. The meeting's still planned. It's where delegates are aiming to decide whether to invoke the waka jumping law to oust her from Parliament. Tanner's challenge against the Greens will be heard in the High Court in Auckland today. Otago University law professor Andrew Geddes says that the court's been asked to intervene in the internal affairs of a political party, which is a voluntary organisation.
It's hard for the courts really to tell a voluntary organisation, hey, you have to run in a particular way.
Long overdue, Brigadier Rose King has been appointed the new Chief of Army, one of 3 new appointments announced by Defence Minister Judith Collins yesterday. One of Collins' predecessors, Wayne Mapp, says it's well-deserved. And he says New Zealand's well behind other OECD countries to reach the milestone, and it was only a matter of time. An acclaimed Wellington filmmaker is questioning the government's education priorities. The Creatives in Schools program is being disestablished in a savings drive. The program sees creative professionals visit schools and work on projects with kids around art, drama and music. Documentary maker Dame Gayleen Preston says cuts to arts in schools are daft.
It's a very siloed and exclusive way to think about learning.
7 fire and emergency vehicles have attended a house fire in Auckland's Henderson. A Fens spokesperson says it was alerted to the blaze about 1:45 this morning and found a 2-storey home ablaze on arrival. The fire has since been extinguished and all people accounted for. There's an overhaul in the way emergency services are alerted to things like fires. 500 radio towers and 15,000 units for first responders have been switched out to make way for a new digital and encrypted radio communication system. Politicians and experts say the current analogue system is deteriorating and needs to be replaced. Next Generation Critical Communications Director Steve Ferguson told Ryan Bridge it means more efficiency and security.
Because of the situation we have with this whole technology, they've got to get quite innovative with how they communicate and not signal to people that shouldn't be listening as to what they're doing.
Environment Canterbury is sticking with the status quo and keeping iwi representation. 14 of 15 regional councillors voted to retain Ngāi Tahu councillors after local government minister Simeon Brown asked them to consider sponsoring a local bill to amend the Ngāi Tahu Act. Chair Peter Scott says that the council says having iwi representatives in this way allows a pragmatic and cost-effective approach to managing the region, given they need to engage with mana whenua. Excitement is building in Paris once again, with the Paralympic Games starting with an opening ceremony this morning. New Zealand has sent 25 para-athletes plus 41 support staff to compete across 8 sports over the next 11 days. And in sport, in something of a 180-degree turn, Locke Eben Etzebeth has been cleared of a back injury and will play for the Springboks off the bench in Sunday morning's Rugby Championship test against the All Blacks. Hawke's Bay have registered their 4th straight win to start the NPC season, toppling Canterbury 27-21 in Christchurch. And an upset in the second round of the US Tennis Open. Wimbledon winner and 8th seed Barbora Krejcikova has been bundled out in straight sets by Elena Gabriela Rousset. I'm Nivariti Manu. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.